Be honest, is this your life or the one you were programmed into? Think about it. When was the last time that you went against society's wishes and did what you actually wanted to do? Whether it's your parents, friends, or literally anybody in your circle, most of the things we pursue in life are driven by our need for validation and acceptance. Those are normal human feelings, but somewhere along the way, we betray ourselves, sometimes unconsciously. From our childhood, the script is already written. Go to school, get a degree, get a job, get married, have kids, and then maybe at 65, you're finally allowed to enjoy your life and you're actually too old to do anything about it. This path is presented as normal, as stability, as success, and most of us follow it without ever asking ourselves if it's actually what we want in life. And as you're moving along this path that was created by others, sooner or later something happens. Either you realize it on your own, or life creates an incident that forces you to confront yourself. These moments are some of the most transformative phases of your life, and they almost never happen during the big dramatic events. They happen at the most mundane times. You could be hanging out with your favorite friend, eating your favorite meal, doing the same task at your everyday job, and then suddenly it hits you. Whose life are you actually living? This realization is uncomfortable because once you see it, you can't unsee it. You start questioning everything, your choices, your friendships, your relationships, and that's terrifying, not because change is impossible, but because change comes with judgment. Judgment from your family, from your friends, from everybody in your circle who are just as lost but are more comfortable staying where they are. So most people stay, they choose what's familiar, they call it stability, they call it being realistic, but really it's fear disguised as responsibility. But realizing this doesn't mean that you failed or that you have wasted time. There is no shame in starting over, in changing directions, in leaving a country, quitting your job after 10 years, or walking away from a relationship that you thought would last forever. You're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. And sometimes choosing yourself for the first time will look messy, confusing, and uncertain, but it will be yours. People pleasing this, people pleasing that. Please yourself first. We talk so much about being nice, being likable, being easy to be around, especially as women. From a young age, you're taught that your value lies in how comfortable you make other people feel. So you soften your opinions, you explain yourself too much, you stay quiet when something doesn't sit right with you, you choose harmony over honesty, and slowly you lose yourself in the process. Becoming unapologetic is an art. It is unlearning years of conditioning, it is choosing yourself even when it makes other people uncomfortable, even when it costs you approval, especially when it costs you approval. And yes, you will be judged. You will be called difficult, selfish, cold, too much. But most of the time, that judgment comes from people who benefit from your silence. But I would rather be all of that than live a life where I keep betraying myself just to be accepted. The hardest part of choosing yourself isn't the decision, it's the aftermath. It's realizing that when you change, your environment doesn't come with you. Some people don't recognize you anymore. Others will try to pull you back into the version of you that was easier for them to handle. And that can feel lonely, disorienting, like you're doing something wrong. But outgrowing people, places, and expectations isn't betrayal, it's a sign that you're listening to yourself. You're not becoming someone else, you're becoming yourself, and that process is rarely comfortable, but it is always honest.